So I got a cool new little feature in my garden. It's one of those drip hoses. So I plugged it in here with a Y so I can use my regular hose. The Y connector that I got this at Target. These hoses are 25 foot long at Target for $11 a piece, I'm pretty sure. So it's not that expensive. Probably more expensive than at Lowe's. And I could get a 10% discount at Lowe's, but it really wasn't that expensive. And I wanted to give it a try and see how it works. So I got the Y connector and two pieces of hose that are 25 feet long and connected that into there. And what I'm doing basically is running the hose next to all of the plants that I want to grow. So in this one I have corn stalks with some like beans planted around them to draw nitrogen into the roots. And then I have various viney spreading plants like these cucumbers. I think I have a watermelon in here too. I try to do a variety of those types of things. So I noticed my plants weren't growing that great last year when I put them in here. They kind of stunted their growth. It got too hot. I don't think my mulch game was that strong. So try it again a year later, and now my corn is higher early in the season. It is the beginning of May, and it's already beyond knee high for my corn, which is spectacular. I did have little corn forming on last year's corn, but they didn't get much bigger than this last year, so that was kind of disappointing. I decided to put most of my corn up against the house to protect from the strong winds that we get. A couple of my corn died that way last year. So anyways, back to the hose. I have it running alongside of all of my plants that I want to get the water, and then anything else that can, like these sunflowers, anything else that can get water off of that can. I did install some bean seeds. You can see random black bean seeds. I got another bag for $3 and threw them all over the place in here. So hopefully they grow up nice and strong and provide some more ground cover shade to protect from the sun and drying it out, as well as bringing nitrogen in. If you don't know anything about legumes, they bring nitrogen into the soil that your other plants that don't do that can feed off of. So if you plant them together, it's fertilizing while both of the food crops grow. So there we got that. I even put it into my little basil garden here. I planted some cilantro that hopefully spreads out and protects those, because I've already lost a couple basil plants this year. It's just too dry. We're not getting as much rain as we should. Going around here with all these corns and other various beans and sunflowers. My sunflowers did come in. There's an update. I'm getting sunflowers everywhere, and bees are going throughout and pollinating my garden, which is fantastic. I did note that this hose, it does flood the yard. If you let it go too long, I left it overnight and then I went to work and came back and my yard was flooded. So it does produce a significant amount of water. This is the end of two 25-foot sections and how fast kind of the drip rate is. So that's the main thing I wanted. It was taking me probably almost 2 hours to water my whole garden, and now I just turn on the faucet and it drip waters my entire garden. You can water in the middle of the day if you need to. If you notice your plants are getting too hot and wilting, that's the benefit. It drips close to the soil, so you're not getting any water on your leaves, which could cause sunspots. So that's good. In the middle of the day, your plants are wilting. You can save them before they dry out completely beyond repair. Oh, look at those cute little sunflowers right there. Those are the little ones. They aren't getting as much nutrients, I think. That's why they're not growing as big. So there's another benefit of the sunflowers. You kind of have a nutrient indicator. Yeah. So yeah, don't write off these little drip hoses. It's a cheap and easy way to go instead of installing some kind of a irrigation system, especially if you're in a rental like I am. I didn't want anything that was going to be permanent and dug in, something that would easily connect to my hose, fittings, something that wasn't expensive and that I could pack up and move with me. So here's a good option. You saw how much two 25-foot sections do. Let's give a good zoom out here. Maybe you don't understand the full capacity of it. So it goes from the hose over there all the way around the side of the house over here, and does do part of the fence up to the gate. So that's a good amount. I like it, and I'm gonna do more of it. Maybe dig it under this gate right here, possibly do some quick disconnect connections with little valves, so that if I need to mow the lawn or something and I have a piece that goes across where I need to mow, I can disconnect it, pull it aside, and then when I'm done, reconnect it. I would like to bring a section out here and irrigate this whole bit. It's gonna cost a bit. I think I'll need another 50-foot section, and I think it'll only get to about here, possibly this area. I want to get one that shoots across here and spirals on top of this little garden, and then possibly get another one that goes all the way down here along the driveway and then does out there. That would be awesome if I could just turn on a valve and water my whole garden and go do other things. That would be great. And then I could selectively water. For instance, if I know, down there is getting drier than up next to my house, I can concentrate my watering in that area. Just turn on that valve and feed that part. So yeah, don't write these off. They're pretty fantastic. I haven't noticed a difference in my corn growth, but I can tell you that they're definitely getting watered more frequently, because it doesn't take any time to do it. It takes a second to turn on that valve, and then your garden is watered. So I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna do more of it, and file this in my knowledge bank for gardening, which is what you should do. It's a pretty good idea, I think. So I hope you found this informative. I hope you found this enjoyable. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.